Good morning, everyone. In today's class, again, I will teach you chapter number 4, using Python libraries. And in my previous class, I have explained you about the how to make modules in Python. And the previous program I have completed, and while executing, it was giving some error. Actually, that was not error. I have completed the program. If you can check my video, the last option which I have used, last program I have used was the correct one. Anyways, I will share a screen for you. And from the previous class where I have left it, I will start from there. I will start Python now. Python ideally. Once Python is started here, I will just click on open file so that which program, I don't know where I have saved it. I think I have given the name as I don't remember name. I will check in current folder. Let's see if I get the name. File, recent files, DD. I think DD name. Just see. Yeah, this was the program I have given. From calc import sum. Once you are using this method of importing, point was which I have started in my class, importing modules in a Python program, and importing one was the entire module, and then importing selected objects from a module. For that, you have to write from and then the module name and import the function name. Now, what mistake initially I was doing? I was writing here calc dot sum, and then I was running it. It will show error. Now, see here, it will show error. So what I have to do simply here, I need not to write calc, and I will directly write sum. You will get the result. See here 9. So the problem was when you will use the object that is module name. Module name is required when you are using entire module. So note down here a point book also it was given somewhere. Do not use module name. Do not use module name when you are importing an object. Now, hopefully the point is clear. So please do not use the module name. It is only required when you write this way, import, calling all the entire module. So entire module means calling all the functions of the module. If you write only calc and then you run it, check, it is showing error. So what I should do here, I should write it here, calc.sum. This different you should know. And then run. One more Mazedar point I will tell you. When you write calc dot, it will show all the functions of the calc here in the list. You can select any of this. So I have selected sum. So see, sum is already was there and again sum has come. Once you run this program, you see the result is displayed as not 9. But once you are calling not entire object, rather you are calling from calc import, that is sum, then this will give you error, and that time you have to use only sum. Now you can call one more object such as I am calling prime. So prime will also work. So if I write it here, print prime 9. So it is not prime. Run. First result will come as 4 plus 5, 9. And second 9 will come as, just see, it is not a prime number. Got it? Hopefully logics are clear to you. In case of any error, surely I will explain either in that class, and if I will not have time, then only I will explain in the next class. Okay. So this point is clear. That is importing selected objects from a module. So I'm not calling all the modules as just all the functions, all the objects from the modules. I have just called two functions, that is sum and prime. Next point here is this, you can say the next point was given here. This example is for to import multiple objects. So here we are calling multiple objects. To import multiple objects. And one way of calling all the objects is, please pay attention, one is you give the name. Another calling multiple object or all the object is give asterisk. Then also it will work. Run. Even now you can call print, what was the name? Factorial. Real of 3. And you run, you'll get 6 for factorial. Just see. 9 was the sum of two numbers. Prime, it is not prime. And then 6, 3 ka factorial is 6. Hopefully you have got the point. Is it clear to you or not? Point is clear. So I'll go for the next. This is all I'm teaching from your syllabus only. Now, one interesting thing which I'm going to teach you here is, I think I will take in today's class only. Little time it will take. What I am going to do, first, I will teach you one thing. You should know where your files are stored. Your files are stored, Python files are stored. Either you open the file and then see. Otherwise, it is stored in, see here, welcome. And here you have app data. On your system, by default, if you have not changed the setting, I have used this. So it is not showing the hidden data. App data by default is hidden. Agar kuch samajh mein nahi aaya, I will explain again. Say when you call select hidden data, that means at that time hidden data is displayed. I will go back again and show it to you. Because many of my students face problem in this. Even last year they were asking me questions. Though last year batch was too good. So here I will started with app data, click it, you get. Now in case this is not visible, that means hidden data is not selected. App data will not come here. So what you have to do, you have to, by default you are in file, you have to simply go to the view. And in view you click on hidden items. As you click on hidden items, you get app data. In app data, you click it, then you go to the local, then you have to go to the programs, and in programs you will get Python, and in Python the different versions which you have stored. I'm working with 3.8. If you are working 3.9, you open that 3.8, and then it will show all the files stored here. Okay, so for your convenience, I'm again making a file. Again, I'll make a module for you. Python. Ideally, I'll start and I'll show you also. The path will be there only. Now see how I got this path. I have checked file, and then you go to the recent files. So you in recent files you see user, welcome, app data, local, programs, Python, Python 3.8, and then file is there. So this whole path I am following. Okay. Instead of typing or to get here, simply you just keep on clicking, like you go to the welcome, you go to the app data, then to local, then to program file. In case you are not remembering the sequence, you can check from here. From where? Recent files, you will get it. Understood? Recent files, the path is complete path is given. If the path is changed, like E colon or F colon or whatever it is, so it will show that also. Okay, new file. I will make a module, and module means we have to make function. What function I will make for you? In book, some conversion was there. I will take that. Temperature conversion program was there. So def to centigrade. And here I will pass n, that will take the value of Fahrenheit, and that will change to centigrade. So what I will write the formula here, return 5 asterisk. Normally in formula we use x. I have used n, so you write n, no problem. You can write x also. You can write n. In book it is given x. N minus 1, n minus 32, then divided by 9.0. Because it will go in decimal, that's why I'm giving you 9.0. Next, def to Fahrenheit. Fahrenheit. You want to use x, you use. You want to use n, you use n. No problem. Return 9 into x divided by 5.0 plus 32. No need of space. It just right plus 32. Because it will follow the BODMAS rule only. That is division, multiplication, and then addition, subtraction. BODMAS. If exponentially there, that will be the first case. Round parenthesis is there, bracket, that will be process first. Now next point here is I will save this program. Do you want to run this program? So better to run and check that 100% program is correct. Otherwise, it will show an error to centigrade and give the value as, suppose I give here centigrade 98. Then it will show the Fahrenheit value. Fahrenheit value. And then I will take the value as F equals to, this is the Fahrenheit I have given. So take the Fahrenheit as 112. And print, and you give is a C, centigrade, C. Print centigrade value, that is C. Okay, I will run and show it to you. It's working okay. cent Fahrenheit. So see here, the centigrade value is 444 point something something. Okay, got it? Same way, when you give here F is equals to 2 underscore Fahrenheit. It's not a keyword, it's my own user defined function. And I give here 98, suppose that was the temperature. Print the result in Fahrenheit. Is F. You run this program and see the effect. 208. Understood? That is the meaning. If I'll give here 208, it should come 98. Run. So 97.77, say that is 208.4 if I am giving, then I will surely get. Just see 98. The program is 100% accurate. So what I will do here is I will put in triple quotes so that it is not executed in your module. I will save this program now. Save. Now what I am going to do now, just pay attention. I am going to make a library for you. And a library may have different types of modules. Collection of module is a library. I have made this and I will use one previous one, that is cal. I will use. Okay. I have closed everything. If you want to close, you can close. Because we know where our files are stored. If you want to make on your this one desktop, you create a new folder. Already new folder 2 is there. I will just rename it. And I will give the name as folder name as my Sir library. Sir lib. This is the name I'm giving. Sir's library I'm making. And in that I'm going to store those two files. That file is in app data local, in local programs, and in programs Python, in Python 3.8, and then I have used the first name as centigrade, CEN, Fahrenheit. I will just copy this. Control C. Copy. And then minimize करके I will paste this in my serlib. Control V. I will also take one more. Python is already open here. That is cal. Cal. This I have already made and checked. So I will take this. It's already stored there. Copy. And then I will paste in that. Control V. Now this library which I am going to make serlib is having two modules. One is cal, another is cent Fahrenheit. Understood? Now minimize it. Next point is, which is very important for you, how this will work. For time being, if I use import, sorry, I'll start Python. Ideally, I will revise it, don't worry. Prashant Madana, and check my video again and again, you will get the concept. Everything is written here. file new, and if I write here import serlib, okay, dot, suppose I want to use calc, and then I want to print serlib dot calc, wait, and dot, I want to use sum 12, 13. Just now it will show an error. No modules are linked. So why this error is coming? The reason is even calc is stored in your current folder. Calc only calc was there, it was working, but now the problem is we are going to make a library, and in Python when we make library, actually we make a folder. In that folder we can add another folder, or we can add a number of modules. We can add a folder again in a folder, and then to that folder we'll add some files. Now one more important thing which you have to learn here, you have to create a file in it, empty file, file new, empty file. And that empty file, please remember all the steps if you really want to learn programming and you want to make your own library. So file, I will just simply write save as, and what name I will give? Underscore, already there. 2 time underscore, INIT, underscore means shift minus. Again, and then dot py. It will ask to overwrite. I will write to overwrite. Okay. Yes. Okay. Now what I will do? This init is also made. Init is also made. Again, see, my file is already opened here. My file is here. You just check init. See, init file is here. Again, you copy this file. Now, how many files you have copied? One is calc, another is your sent Fahrenheit file, and then now you are copying init. And that init has to be stored in your Raj folder. No, sorry, not in Raj. In your serlib folder. And Control V, I pasted here. See here, I have got one more init py. Py extension, just remember, it should have py extension. Okay, so file is saved now. Done. Now I'll go to the next point. Again, I will go to that folder which I have created. Now what I will do, just last step, I will copy this complete folder. I will copy this complete folder, and I will go to Python 3.8. In that, I will go to the lib, and in lib, please learn the step. Site packages, and there you have to simply paste this folder. What folder? Serlib. Now this site packages are having many built-in folders or libraries. PIL, PIP, PALO, NumPy, etc. जो मैं आपको पढ़ा रहा था, everything is here. And in that location only I have saved my library, that is serlib. After completing this whole work, I will come to my Python program and see here, I will run now. Once I will run, you see the result has come 25. No error this time. I will surely run it again. Hopefully you have understood. If not, next class is all steps. Again, I am going to repeat it for you. And then you will come to know how it works, how to create your own library. I think my class time period is over. last time I am explaining what you have to do. You have to make different modules. You have to make folder, serlib, and in that folder, all the files. It is not necessary that your folder should be on desktop. It can be on any drive, any folder, as well as the last thing I'm telling you, as well as you can directly create here also inside packages also you can create new folder. तो यहाँ पे भी आप कर सकते हैं ABC XYZ कुछ भी. Understood? Normally we complete our work somewhere outside this part so that this site packages and the libraries are not disturbed or not in case of damaged or in case of any program, like if I have opened some other folder by mistake, I have made some mistake. So better is to make your folder at any location, complete your work and simply paste it. Otherwise, directly also you can make folder here and then same procedure. Copy the files here. You will find it easy because folder is also here, files are here, just copy and paste in it. Okay, but that file is, suppose I am giving the new name, new folder. I'll give the name as rename quota library. कुछ भी नाम देते. So I have given the name. The files are not here. One back. One more back. Files are here. Understood? So वापस again quota lib. Okay. Quota lib. So there from here also you have to go 2 steps back. Then only you will get the file. And then copy paste. That will work as your library. Okay. My time is over. I have already extended the class. We'll meet in the next class. Till then, goodbye. Have a nice day.